We here with Chantal. She just won locals. Show us the MASTEMON deck.
Alright, so we'll start off, I guess, with the eggs. Keep it nice and simple. Got 4 of the demis. Don't really need to have much more than that. If you want the 5th egg, you can, but I find that 4 is just pretty much easy as is. And then starting with our rookies, we've got 2 Cyclone. So really good against things like Death X, can also prevent things like Cross Heart. So really good against those sort of builds. Next is 3 Ghazi. Good for pretty much anything to stop memory of any sort. Great little guy. Love it. Then we've got 3 Elecmon. For things like Rookie Rush or anything like that that might have the ability of lots of smaller stuff. Good if it gets deleted. If not, easy enough to evolve over the top of. That's all those rookies. In regards to champions, we've got 1 sort of finisher move for the Black Gatomon, just in case that comes up in play. As normal, sort of most massive builds, 4 of the standard Gatomon, always good to get the extra draws. Also, hella power when you actually have them out on field. So being able to have them on field is pretty OTK when some things come through. Then we also have 2 Makers, just for that little extra bit of security. Massey is pretty heavy in terms of security builds, so having these as a playable Digimon as well as a security card, pretty good. And then we'll move on to the level 5s. So from here, we've got 2 Magna, easy enough. Can put them over the Gatomon, so that's pretty good, but most of the time you want to play them down to get that extra recovery. Then we also have the Angel Woman. So again, can go straight over the Gatomon, but if you can, play him over for the extra security. In regards to the purple side of the level 5s, we've got 3 Lady Devies. So these are the main ideal ones that you want to put over the Gatomon so that you get the extra draw power, and then you can go into either of these sets.
Yeah, drawing 3, pretty good.
Yeah. Then we also have our Maid Crackbomb. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but that's how I'm going to say it. Somewhat, if you don't have either of the other 3 in hand, this could be a sort of a finisher. Similar to Flame Hellscythe, where you're able to actually do a couple of crazy things. So if you are playing it or even evolving it, you can delete something that's level 3 or neg it by 3000. So that's pretty handy in certain cases as well. Final, finish off our level 5s, 2 Chaos Modes. So crazy thing, you know, getting rid of either a Tamer or a level 6 Digimon, pretty handy when it comes into play. So having these in there, again, another security card as well in case you need to bring it out with the the MASTEMON.
Oh yeah.
Then that works really well. Especially if you've got things like, say, a memory set Tamer, and then you've also got a big body, get rid of the Tamer, and MASTEMON effect will also then be able to at least reduce some of it. Alright, going into our level 6s, speaking of the Masties, we've got all 4 of them in play, so having them great deal, and being able to do those effects again with Chaos, doing your DNA Digivolve, adding that to your security stack, so putting that back to your security and bringing it back out. The effects pan out really well between the 2 of them. And then as one final level 6, one of the 4-down mode. So don't get to play it all that often because you're more wanting to focus around the Massey build, but if it does come into play, it can be very handy to actually get rid of some of your stuff of your opponents as well as the recovery. Came into handy really well today as well. In terms of our level 7s, we've only got 2 of them in there. We've got a Death X to clear out the board, and the Odinamon just finish up those sort of moves. So having this paired, I had a stack earlier today where it had the Odina, the Ophenimon, as well as a Masty was hitting for like, I think it was probably about 2 securities, and it was sitting at like an extra, sitting at about 16.
That's crazy.
So that was pretty intense.
And that card like outs the whole board too. Hey?
Yeah, pretty much.
So good.
So if you've got, If you have a purple card in its Digi-Evolution, you can delete a level 4 or lower. If it has a yellow in its stack, so if you have anything that's dual color or just individual, it's pretty handy. If you have the yellow in play, you recover as well. So
Nice.
when I had this particular stack, my security at that point was about 9 stack.
Oh boy.
Alright, getting into the options and tamers. Main tamers that we play in here is 2 of TK, just to try and get yourself that memory set. Also good to see security and figure out what you want to potentially bring into play. And then we have 4 of the main. So really good in terms of synergy with anything that's yellow-purple, because when you do have a hard play of this, you can tap each one of these and gain an additional memory. So
Very good with the cat.
yeah, so playing a Gatomon, potentially you could play it down for 2 rather than 5.
Yeah.
So that's tamers. In regards to options, we've got 1 Death X just in case you need to do a bit of a sneaky and clear a team, clear a board for 1 or 2 rookies sort of thing. And then we also have the 1 of Calling for the Darkness, so if you do happen to run out of certain cards, you can try and get them back if you have this in hand. The 1 cost ones. Then we've got 2 purple memory boosts, get that extra draw power. As much as they go to the bottom of the deck, you'd rather it in trash so they can bring it back out, but it's still good to see those cards as well. And if you ever need to, if you happen to have the maze in play as well, having these on the side, you can go up to some crazy memory with them as well. Next we have the Flame Hell Scythe. We have 4 of them. So anytime that these get hit in security or you hard play them, it reduces down by 6,000 DP of your opponent, and you also get to bring back a 6,000 DP of your own from your trash. So they're very handy, and that's a lot of these help me out today to win today's round.
Best card.
Best card of the deck though is definitely been pulling its weight today.
Ooh.
4 of the Chaos Degradations.
How many rune security though?
Against 1 opponent, there was 3 in 1.
Yeah.
But simple thing, you know, if it gets played down, place the opponent's Digimon face down, either at the top or the bottom of the security, and then trashing the rest. If it comes out from security, you can do the same effect, but without trashing the rest of its thing.
Card very
That
good.
is the build.
Awesome. You 2 owed everyone today, right?
Yes.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.